are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit hard. 180. Sit hard. Report.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
13. What? Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man complete. It's Fletcher. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
In motion goes the tight end. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Sit hard. 180.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
13.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Gets around him. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Buffalo 18.
Sanders. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Come on.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's good. For a Browns.
Okay, ready.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Ready.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hold the ready.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
60 Bobcat. Go.
Sanders to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Warriors, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon, 60.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Browns
19 light.
1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Let's go.
Here's Sanders. Setting up the screen for Sampson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
This 2nd and 4.
6, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins taking it in from the 20. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, report. Report. Hey. No.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, middle. Nice up.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinating. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Finish it on. Finish it on. 13. You change it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
You have sit on. Report. Hurry up. No.
Jackson now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack. They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Mustang 19. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. Say, hey. Roy. 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
Now Sanders. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
70 Rangers. Go.
Throwing, Sanders. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sanders once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Janet, Buffalo 86, Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Sanders going to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
Ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sampson is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
13.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Real quick, ready? Ready? Report. Hey, report.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Like it. 65, yeah. 65.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Over the middle, complete to Addison.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Nice shot. All right, hey.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Sanders. This is caught by Addison. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Sampson.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
28, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Sanders now throwing to start the drive. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Go.
Back to throw. Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready. Ready. 19, Chargers. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 17.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here we go. Shot. Viking 18.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Still going inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
32 yards.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Jenkins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go. Bronco, let go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
60 Vikings.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd down and 3.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson to throw.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Yeah. Ready, shot. Hey, middle.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10.
Hey, Alpha, shot. Hey. You.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Browns 31. Ravens
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready! Ready!
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
At the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Set up. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here we go. Rocco 80.
Now a toss left side for Judkins.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dylan Sampson
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Jackson going to keep it.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Get up. You change it. Go. Let's go. Get up. What are ready? Finish it. Yeah.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
60 Eagles. Ready?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the Dogg Pound as we say so long from Cleveland.